Okay, so well, this is the fourth in the series of Python, and what we have done into module session number 1, 2, and 3. So we have covered these modules, and right there, all of them are visible and available to be used on to be checked on cultskills.com/python. So the first module we talked about the introduction of Python and the languages and the tools and packages and all of that installation part as well. In the second module, we talked about how to get started with an IDE, what is input, what is output, what is comment, and all of that. In the third module, we talked about what is variable, data type, and typecasting, operators, and all of that. Different operators for arithmetic one, different operators for string-oriented one. Now, apart from that, into the module 4, we have talked about conditions earlier as well, and we have talked about how to use columns and indented bodies. What is indentation? And then we developed a calculator on that, and we understood about what is decision making flows. So decision making flows are basically the flow chart we were talking about, that whenever a program can be split into two parts depending on a condition. So how to write that condition, or whenever a program needs to get something repeated again and again and again, so then what can be done into that part, that will be going to cover today. So our today's task would be to talk about loops, iterations, break, continue statements, and one more thing is pass statement. We'll be talking about break, continue, pass, loop, and then the entire of this module 5 will be more on exercise only. So we'll be covering few of the exercise right here, and few of the exercises will be given to you to get it done from your home. Okay. So let's start with what are loops and what are iterations. So the simple scenario is that suppose I have asked you that, okay, so your name is suppose person A, and so I just gave you a command that, okay, person A, just keep on running around this particular ground. So what is your task? The task is to run around the ground, run a circle around the boundaries of a ground, and then how many times? I just said you keep on running. So you need to keep on running indefinite time. Okay. Another thing is I would have said you that, okay, now what you need to do is you need to go upstairs and then come downstairs, then upstairs, then downstairs, and this whole thing you need to repeat for 10 times. So now what you need to do, you need to go upstairs and then you need to come downstairs. So this is iteration 1, and this is the same thing which you need to keep on doing for 10 times. So what is the basic meaning of loops here? That anything which just introduce the iterations, introduce the repetition of work to be done through a written script, not an illogical sentence. And what do I mean by illogical sentence? Suppose I want to basically write a program which will print hi for 5 times. So let's make a file here, and we'll be working on that. So what file I'll be going to make is loops.py. Okay, so now this is my file wherein I want to print hi, and this is what I want to do for 10 times. So I'll just write the code 10 times. This could be done 1. Okay, now what would be the case if I want to get this thing done by 100 times? So the another case would be I'll just keep on copy pasting the things for 100 times. I'll just show you. So output is hi 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 for 10 times. Let's shorten it down so that you can count it so easily. Let's shorten it down to 3. If we can go for 3, we can go for 10 as well. So now there are 3 highs in the series with with a new line at the end, because print function gives the new line. Now what else can be done, because this is the same task? I can put this inside a loop, and how can I put this inside a loop? By placing an indentation after the loop body. So this is loop syntax, okay, which will run for 3 times, then a colon, and then this print hi. So this line we need to talk about, that how can we basically do this stuff. Okay, so then we have something like print hi. Now there you understand that why do we basically need to use loop? In order to repeat one thing or a logically same pattern more than once, without going into mechanical or without going into hard coded repetitions, right? So hard coded repetitions are only valid when you are saying that you know how many times the number would be. I'll show you the example just in a moment. So as of now, we have this print hi written here. Now instead of this, let's talk about the first loop we'll be going to talk about. We'll be going to talk about for loop. So the colon would be there. Now the syntax of for loop is simply for, sorry, for I in range 3. Let's firstly execute that, and then we'll be going to talk about what is this entire word meaning. So it's working for 3 times. Now if I'll say for I in range 5, it will work for 5 times. Okay, so now you can even hard code that. Instead of writing this line, you could have said hi, 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 hi 5 times. But what would be the scenario if I want to take an input from user? Enter number of iterations. Okay, and then I am running this particular stuff for that entire n time. It could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3, it could be 10, and so on. So it's asking for number, I said 4, and this high got printed 4 times. I said 3, it turned for 3 times. I said 0, it will print for 0 times only, and then I said 1, it will be printed for 1 time, and similarly for 99, it will be printed for 99 times. Right, so you can see, you can count if you can seriously count that. Okay, so these are 99 highest printed over here. So this is the case wherein static printing would not come into picture, it gets removed. And loops are, and just alongside condition, loops are also just key parts of programming. Entire of the programming is depending over conditions and loops, whether it be any language, C, C++, Java, Python, whatever technology you are working on, whether it be machine learning, blockchain, or web development, or Android development, or game development, whatever you are working on, a loop plays an important role. Even we'll be going to like if you have enrolled for the Django course, you would also be knowing that we will be working on loops into HTML as well, that how to implement loop in HTML and condition in HTML. So the loop and condition, the syntax might change when we move from one language to another, but the logic remains entirely same. Okay, now this is one of the way. Let's understand what it is doing. So let's simply firstly understand with this, n is equals to 4 here, and let's comment this line. Okay, so my loop will run for 4 times. What will be going to happen? I'll print I here as well. So I'll be printing value of I is current I, and you will realize that what is this entire line will be giving. So range 4 is nothing but a list started from 0 going all the way to 4 minus 1. Okay, with a step size of 1. This is the step size. So what the list will result for us? 0, 1, 2 and 3. 4 minus 1 is 3 with a step size of 1. Okay, so this is the default value of range. Let's not fiddle with that anymore. So what I said is that this will give you a list of 0, 1, 2, 3, and if it is giving you a list of 0, 1, 2, 3, you can store that 0, 1, 2, 3 into this one by one. So firstly 0 will be stored, and your value of I would be 0, and high will be printed. Then 1 will be stored, then 2 will be stored, then 3 will be stored.
array की तरह 0 से शुरू होता है?
Yeah, range function will give you the output starting from 0. Okay, not 1.
Okay.
We can
Like
customize
array.
that we'll see later on, like an array, exactly. So let's see the
Okay.
output first. So it said value of I is 0, high, value of I is 1, high, value of I is 2, high, value of I is 3, high, and there is no value of 4 actually. Even we can go for 40, it will go from 0 to 39. It will never print 40 for the 40th time. So, but total number of iterations would be 40 because it has started from 0. So 0 to 2 there are basically 3 elements. So 0 to n there would be n plus 1 elements. Right, so this loop will go for 40 times, but the value into I will be from 0 to 39. Right, is this thing clear to you? Is this thing clear to you?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
now I give you a task as of now. What you need to do is you need to make a program which will take the input of your name input. I'm not saying static string. You need to give the input of your name, and you need to give the n value right on the runtime. This is known as runtime where your program is running. So on the runtime your input would be to give the name and the value. that how many times that name to be repeated. So if I gave the name to be Harsh and the value to be 7, so 7 times Harsh would be printed. That Harsh, 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 Harsh 7 times. Or making it a bit more complex, you need to print Hi Harsh for 7 times. So suppose if your name is Sanjay and you give the number to be 3, so your the printing would be Hi Sanjay, Hi Sanjay, Hi Sanjay, and that is all. Okay, so this is what you need to make, and I'll not show my screen anymore. Just try to work with that. If any error would come, I would be ready to solve it out. And I need the answers from all of you, all 4 of you. And you have 6 minutes to execute that. Show me the code as well. You need not to print Tanvi 0, Tanvi 1, Tanvi 2, Tanvi 3. You need to print Hi Tanvi, Hi Tanvi, Hi Tanvi, Hi Tanvi. Wherein Tanvi will come from the user and number of times will also be coming from the user. Hi would be static. Share me the screenshot of code, not the output. Share me the screenshot of code. Tanvi, I didn't get the code from you as well. Okay, this Tanvi is not coming from input. You are giving it static. It will not work. I want it to come from the user input. And even 4 is not coming from input. 4 is static. And the output you have given earlier is not the part of this particular code. What is going on, Shankar?
Not able to take the screenshot.
Okay, so you can click it with your phone and send it to me right here itself.
Okay.
Okay, wait, all of you. No, this is not actually the correct code. No, not truly correct. So what you need to do is I'll unshare my screen. You need to share it to me separately on my profile. No, it's okay, but no, it is not the case. Wait, I'll just see. No, it's not the code. It's not valid code. I'll wait. You need to share share the code to me privately. Just unshare your screen. Okay, need not to send me the code right here in the group. I don't want all of you to be working with each one of like the cross code. Share it to me privately
Sure.
on this ID itself, on the Cult Skills ID, not on the group.
కలెక్టర్
I'll,
చెప్తే మీరు
I'll
ఎలా
just send you
చెప్పారు
hi on all hi to all of you.
ఒంగోలు వాళ్ళు మాత్రం చేస్తున్నాను సార్ ఓకే సార్ ఓకే సార్ అవును సార్ అవును సార్
Just send me the code to that ID wherein I have sent you hi to all of you individually.
ఓకే
Okay, so till the moment I will not get the code from all of you, I will not be moving ahead. And the code should not be shared here. It should be shared on my personal ID. On this
I'm not
ID.
able to. I'm not able to share that on personal chat. How do I do that in the Skype?
No, you just what you need to do is if you're on laptop, so on the top left, you can see the hamburger icon, triple line icon. Okay, just click on that, entire of your chat will open up. Not the group chat, but the chat, your other IDs as well. Chat with your other IDs. So that thing will open up, and then I have sent you a hi right now. Okay, just send me the code right there, not in the group. Or else you can click the picture and send it to me on WhatsApp on my personal number, not on the group. On WhatsApp on the personal number, and just send me a message that okay, I have sent you on WhatsApp. It will also work. Just click the picture, send it to me on WhatsApp.
Yeah, Harsh, I sent you.
On WhatsApp?
Yes.
Okay, I'll see. No, it's not valid. Sanjay, it's not valid because your number is not coming from user input and the name is not coming from user input.
Okay. I mean to say, like first line, I have to add input, enter, number of iteration.
That you need to see. That you need to see. make it sure that I'll not be moving it until unless I'll not get the code from all of you. And I'm very strict to this part that it shouldn't be copied from internet. I'm working into this language since last 6 years and I know which website gives which type of code. So do not try to be over smart. No, it's not valid code even that have syntactic error. Please, before sending the code, try to run that and see even if the code is running or not. This is not a valid code rather. Syntactical errors are there. And this message is for Saurav. Saurav has sent me the code.
Even I'm not able to run the code also. It's giving error in command prompt.
Yeah, so there was some error actually. Just try to
So
fiddle it out firstly, all the syntactic error and then all the logical error. So it shouldn't
it
be
says
sticking to Sanjay only. It could have said me like if I'll give the input to Harsh and number to be 7, so it can print hi Harsh for 7 times.
no, but it is like it says no such file or directory here.
Okay, so that's the path issue. You are not at the correct path of where the Python file is stored. Open the command prompt, navigate the command prompt to the same place where your Python file is working, where Python file is stored rather. Okay, so use the cd commands to navigate to that point.
Yeah, I got it. It's working now, but the code, there's a problem in the code.
Yeah, so that you need to take care of.
सर मैंने कोड सेंड किया था, देखना जरा.
I saw, but that is having syntactic error. Firstly, try to run that, and that will not
Yes,
even.
I have run it, but there is error in line for I in range of n.
Line 4. Okay, you have sent it again. Wait.
For I in range, second line and first
Yes,
line
it
in
has
first
an
pick.
error. It has an error. Just try to see what is the error. Read what is the error.
Okay. Syntax error है ये. Invalid syntax error है.
Syntax error भी है, logical error भी है.
Yeah, Harsh, like when I enter, it says enter number of iteration, but line 2 in module for I range is equal to 5, type error, string object cannot be interpreted
It's
as
not
an
for
integer.
I range equals to 5. It's for I in range bracket 5.
Yeah, bracket 5 only. For I in range,
Uh-huh.
bracket, single quote 5.
No, it cannot be having single quote into it because you are working with number, not a string.
Okay. Can I share it on the chat or how is that?
Not on the group, on the chat, on the personal ID,
I'm not
not on
able
the.
to see here. I'm not able to see here.
Send it to
Anyhow,
me on
chat.
WhatsApp. Send it to me on
Yeah,
WhatsApp.
yeah. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
But like number of iteration, I wrote 5, but it is printing for 5, no? Sanjay.
Okay, so you said enter number of iteration 4, and
Ah,
how are you pre-aware that for I in range 5 will work? If you are asking number from user, then how can you pre-compile it with that number? Like what is the meaning of 5 if you are asking user for the input? User can write 20, user can write 30. How can you preset it to 5? And how can you preset your name to Sanjay? It can be any name, whatever the
yeah,
user will.
yeah. So where is this error here? Like,
Error is not syntactic. Okay, so error is into logic.
Okay.
So think of what is the error, what is the issue, what is you are doing. Okay, what you are doing with n. What is the importance of n right here? You are not
Uh,
using n anywhere. Try to think of it.
okay. N for I range n is equal to range is equal to n. It should be there. Input we are doing n is
That
equal to
I'll
input.
not be
No?
telling you as of now so easily.
I'm sorry.
That I'll not be telling you so easily. Try to work on that. You take your time and work on that. Yeah, so there is a bit syntactic error. Just try to think of it that what is the error all about. You are missing the sense of making it a loop, and this is for Saurav actually. Saurav, you sent me an output, so you are missing a sense of that loop right there. Any progress? See, just think of you like as of now, it's the fourth class of Python, and we are not able to write a basic program of printing our name for n number of times.
Yeah, I just sent you in WhatsApp.
Like, you are one step ahead, that's great, but still you are missing something. That's from where the Sanjay came from. how the program would already be knowing that the user will input Sanjay only? I said you that user will input what to print and how many times to print.
Now, if we give a like n integer here, it's ask you for the iteration like when we are entering a 5 times,
Hmm.
and we are
Okay.
asking print like hi Sanjay for 5 times.
So who told you that you need to print Sanjay only? You need to print a string which user will give you. So my name could be anything. You are making not only for yours, this program not only for you. You are making this program for a generic user, for anyone out there.
Okay. This 5 for I in range bracket n is fine, or there I have to, that step is fine, no Harsh? Then what we have to give here in print this thing?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, so you need to think of it that what can be done in order to convert Sanjay to a dynamic one. So what about you, Shankar, Saurav, Tanvi?
From here, I'm not sure like how to convert into dynamic this one.
Okay, let's wait for others to come up with something, then I'll go for it.
Okay. If
I
you
need
give me
the
a
best.
clue,
Sorry?
if you give me a clue, then I can try to attempt.
I'll give the clue to you on WhatsApp. Just check your.
Okay.
सर उसी लाइन में एरर आ रहा है फॉर आई वाले में.
Okay, do one thing. Do one thing. Simply go to Google and search for the syntax of for loop in Python. Just the syntax, you will get it. Okay, so you are missing
Okay.
something very silly right here. Okay, so Tanvi, I got your answer, but what is that after print command? Like, where is your name getting printed? Yeah, but I hope the thing you have copied earlier is not the same thing right now.
Harsh, I send you in WhatsApp.
Yeah, I just see it. No, just a silliest mistake. If you'll run that, you will get to know about that mistake. Just one silly mistake. Run that and you will get to know about that mistake. Shankar, I wasn't
It's
speaking anything that time.
it's like we have given a number of iteration 5 times, and it is
Mhm.
asking for the enter the username.
Okay. Yeah,
So
that is thing completely clear. So just try to run that. You will get the answer. Okay, you will
yeah,
get that what is wrong you are doing.
yeah, but it is not giving like print in print. It is not showing hi Sanjay, hi Sanjay.
So hi, firstly you haven't written, that is why it is not showing. But what it is showing to you is you. The reason
Yeah.
is because you have placed it in inverted comma. Need not to place it in inverted comma. Just remove the inverted comma because you is a variable, not a string.
Okay.
You is a variable.
Yeah, I got it now.
So write hi as well somewhere.
Okay.
I told you about string concatenation. Work on that.
No, but when we use enter the username, we are giving just Sanjay, no? There we can
Yeah,
give hi
then you
Sanjay.
need to give Sanjay only. No. Then you cannot give hi Sanjay. Then only you need to give Sanjay, and hi should come automatically.
Okay.
Precompiled always. Okay, so you need to give it static. Name should only be Sanjay. Tanvi, you are quite close. Just a silly mistake you are doing right now. What is that thing like after print? That is not I'm getting. Okay, might be some shortcut of Skype is calling right there. It's getting called right there. What you can do is you can click the snapshot into your notepad file and send it to me on WhatsApp or right here.
Yeah, I just sent you. Can you just check once?
Yeah. So you are calling a shortcut of Skype, might be something like this. No, this is to Tanvi. Yeah, I saw the same thing. You are writing bracket n, and that is turning out to be a thumbs up, thumbs down type of stuff. So if it is bracket n, parenthesis n, then it is perfectly fine. But you are not writing hi anywhere. Write hi as well.
Yeah, I have written, no? Hi.
No. This is to Tanvi.
Okay, okay. Even I sent you a screenshot on WhatsApp.
So have you tried to run that?
Yeah, yeah.
So what you are getting? You are getting hi and then next line Sanjay and then hi then
Sanjay.
next line Sanjay. So
Yes,
this is
yes.
not what I want. I want something like hi Sanjay, hi space Sanjay, then next line hi space Sanjay, then next line hi space Sanjay. Something like this. I show all of you the output what I want. Something like this. I'll send it on the group. Yeah, send that on the group as well. Just check that for once. On WhatsApp group. Yeah, fine, but you are not mentioning hi anywhere. Work on hi as well. This is to Tanvi. So Saurabh, where is your input, user input? What you are taking from user? You have defined 7 by yourself, Saurabh by yourself. What is user will be doing in this program?
इस टेक्स्ट में ऐसा है कि के बाद दूसरी लाइन में 3 ब्रैकेट डाल के फिर प्रिंट स्टेटमेंट
No, मेरे को आपकी आवाज नहीं सौरभ clearly. Saurabh, your voice is breaking a lot. I'm not getting it.
Okay, I'll send text message.
Yeah.
Harsh, I sent you the screenshot in WhatsApp.
But still, you are saying hi Sanjay. So how did you get to know that user will enter Sanjay only? What if user will enter something else? Do not mix and match the user input and your static output. Saurabh, can you show me the code? And where you are actually taking the input? That I'm not getting. You are making a program without taking input. How would it work?
Any clue for me, Harsh? Like where I'm going wrong?
Yeah. So the clue for you is that you are statically writing Sanjay. That will not work at all. You need to put on the variable name into it. Okay, so you cannot just mix your static thing and the dynamic thing.
So I need to modify in the range line for I in is equal to range.
No, not the range line. You need to modify the print statement. So Tanvi, the hint for you is that you have written hi n above the for loop. Instead of that, you need to write it where you are writing the print function inside the for loop. Remove that hi n from outside the for loop and put it inside the for loop, and remove that another line.
So 2 times print should not come here. You mean to say?
Print will be only one time.
Okay. In that print command only we can give hi Sanjay, no? It will not work out?
No, it will just give you hi Sanjay all the time. But what you want is you need to give the reason which user will give you, the name which user will give you.
Okay, in the username itself we have to print enter hi Sanjay.
Yeah.
So again we have to write like u is equal to hi Sanjay something somewhere.
No, you cannot. You don't can. You just cannot write the name Sanjay because you don't know what is Sanjay. You don't know what user will say you.
Okay. So where I have to edit the line? Any clue like?
You need to edit the print statement. Simple enough. Just try to mix hi with the variable rather than the static Sanjay.
Okay. I'm not getting over there how to do that exactly.
Okay, let's wait for others as well to come to a point and then I'll repeat the thing again.
U is equal to hi Sanjay something.
I'll give you a logic on check your Skype.
Okay.
Check your Skype, not the group,
In the
but
WhatsApp or
Skype.
Skype? I can't able to see that screen because
Okay,
go
I'll
back
share
to.
you on WhatsApp. I'll share you on WhatsApp. Wait. Check WhatsApp. Now just change the variable
Sir,
according to your. Saurabh, show me the code. What is the zero coming
I
up?
have sent you.
I got it. Show me the code as well, not just the output.
I have sent you code as well as output.
I gave you something on the group. Check the output. What I want to receive on the Python of the stuff. Yeah, so that's fine. Perfectly fine then. It's working. Right. So Tanvi has done that. Now Saurav, wait. Why are you writing print I? That doesn't make any sense as of now. And how can you write input function inside the for loop? Why are you taking input inside the for loop again and again and again? You need to take the input once, and then you need to print the stuff later on. You need to take the input only once. So this entire class will not be moving ahead until unless you will solve this stuff, because there is no sense of moving ahead.
Harsh, I sent you WhatsApp this thing screenshot,
I,
but it
I'll
is
see.
giving high five, not Sanjay.
I will see. Wait, Sanjay, I'm just looking at that.
Yeah, I hope I'm correct now. I've sent you once again. It's
Yeah,
giving
yeah,
correct out. Second one I sent.
that's perfectly correct. So we are done with Sanjay, Tanvi. Both of you are done. Congratulations. Let's wait for Saurav and Shankar to do that, and then only I'll be moving ahead. Saurav, what is the update? How long will it take to complete?
Sir, I am not getting how to continuously print. Hi, Saurav. Hi, Saurav.
Okay, see,
I
yeah.
have
When I gave you
I
a
have
task
done
to do at
one,
home,
two
when I gave
attempts,
you a task
and
to do,
I don't get.
when I gave you a task to do at home, you said that you didn't get time. So if you will not get time for the stuff, then there will no sense of actually learning. It will not give you any output if you will not be working alongside. So right as of now, I'll be writing code by my own, and then I'll be moving on to discuss other concepts, so that rest of the people would also be getting what is going on. Okay,
Okay.
I'll just share my screen and move ahead with the concepts. I hope my screen is visible to all of you, and the voice is clear. Right. So now, what is our first task? We need two things from the user. So we'll be taking n, and suppose so we'll be taking number, and we'll be taking name. Okay. So into number, we'll be converting it into integer and saying input. Enter your enter number of times of repetition or whatever fancy English you want to write here, and then right here enter your name. No conversion to integer. Okay, once done, now what you need to do, you need to run a for loop for num times. What you need to print, you need to print hi, comma, and name. That is all required, nothing else. Simple enough to work on. Okay, I'll say 4 times what I want to print, demo. So it will be printing hi demo, hi demo, hi demo, hi demo for 4 times. I'll be saying 7 times, I'll be writing my name Harsh, hi Harsh for 7 times. Simple enough, nothing else, nothing so complicated, no such rocket science going on at the back end. You just need to be clear with what is your agenda and how do you divide your task into steps. Right? Is this thing clear? Is this thing clear to all of you? It was just
Yes.
a 4-line code, nothing else. Now let's move ahead. I'll be just commenting out this one as well. Let's move ahead to talk about something about break statement and continue statement. So what I'm doing is I'll be declaring a for loop for I in range 7. Let's suppose 10. Okay. So right here I've written print enter 2. Okay, enter 0 to quit, and rest of the thing will keep on going. So what I'm doing is I'm taking input of enter your lucky number, and that will be an integer that will be stored in n. N is equals to int input, enter your lucky number. What I'm saying is if n is equals to 0, then we need to do something, and if else simply, not else if else, what I need to do next is print next, what's wrong, next turn, something like this. Now whatever I want to write here, I want to make a logic to basically quit. Now in order to make a logic to quit, if I don't know what to write, I can simply write here pass, and pass is a keyword. You can see that when I have written PAS, it was white. When I will write PASE, PASR, PAST, whatever, it is white. If I write PASS, it is violet or purple shaded. That means it is a keyword. Now what it is going to do, that it will maintain a space for the if block, that in some moment of time something will come into this place. So this is basically highly used when you go for commercial scale development, because that time you just make your skeleton that if value would be 1, or suppose if value would be less than 100, then I'll do something, value would be greater than 100, then I'll do something. What to do you don't know, so you just write there pass. You cannot keep it blank, it will raise an error, so you just write it pass. Now let's see what I want to do later on is I want to develop the logic to quit, but for now if any other number other than 0 would be printed, I'll say next turn, next turn, next turn. Let's see. So I said lucky number to be 5, next turn, 4, next turn, 9, next turn, 0, nothing, 1, next turn. Okay. Then another statement, another keyword we want to talk about is break. Instead of pass, now I write break. What break will be doing? Just the immediate senior loop right here will be breaked off whenever this break function, break keyword would be called. So whenever n would be 0, the loop will be breaked off. You cannot see my screen. My screen is visible, like it's shared already. I'll just reshare it again. Is that visible to you, Tanvi, now? Is that visible to you now? Am I audible to you at least? Am I audible to others?
Yes.
Okay, so Tanvi, something wrong on your internet side, you can reconnect. I just write a message for her if she's not able to share.
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine. So is my screen visible as of now? You can see the codes, Skype and all that.
Yes.
I'm just asking to Tanvi as of now if it is visible to her or not. I hope something wrong on the side. Is it visible, Tanvi? Well, she would reconnect and just join the class, and whenever you will be having any doubt, you can ask it. Okay. So I'll just share the code as here as well. So what we have discussed is that first thing is about pass, and the next thing is about break. So what will be going to happen in this break part is that whenever someone will write break, then this particular loop will be breaked off. So whenever there will be a 0, this particular loop will be breaked off. Let's see. Sorry, I just stop this program, run this again. So my number is 5, next turn, 4, next turn, 1, next turn, minus 77, next turn, 0. It just breaked off, the loop breaked off. Fine. There is something named as continue. So what is this continue all about? So when I write continue, so what it will do, if n is equals to 0, it will just skip this iteration and move on to the next one. Okay, that is something better I can tell you in another. I didn't get the voice.
Sanjay here. Past means continue.
No, past not doesn't mean continue. Past means a kind of placeholder for an empty stuff. So just a kind of demo thing you have placed there. Okay. So past states that you want to place there something in the later moment of time, but you do not know the code right now. I'll show you in the next code, next example. So I want to make a list of 10. Okay. What else I want to say? If I is equals to 7, then what to do? We don't know. We'll write it later on. And else what to do? Suppose print hello. Okay, so for all other times, or simply print I. So when I would be 7, we don't know what to do. When other things would be there, so we just have printed I. And let's see. And then after if and else, we are saying print iteration completed. Let's see. So we are saying 0 iteration completed, 1 iteration completed, 2 iteration completed, so on. Then after 6 we are getting iteration completed. Then for the 7th we are not getting I written there, 7 written there, and we are just getting iteration completed. And then we are getting the same thing for 8 and 9. More clarity would be with this. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into 7. The 7 is not just mentioned, rest of the things are there, iteration completed and dashes, and 8 and 9. Okay, so what I want to do right here is, instead of pass, I want to break. So this thing will only and only be executed till 0 to 6. Okay, and if I'll write continue, I'll repeat this again. If I'll write continue, so what will happen in continue, that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will go perfectly well. The 7th iteration will jump to the next one right here. See, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 will be skipped, and 8th and 9th. This is what is written right there. And now I repeat the entire stuff again with one more example. Okay, so I have a student list which is having the roll number 0 to 50. Okay, let's shorten it down to 0 to 6. And the student number 3 I want to talk about. I want to write a particular separate logic for that student, but I don't know what is the logic. So I'll say for I in range 6. Okay, if I is equals to 3, I don't know the logic what I need to write, so I just have said pass. Then I say else for all the other students, print student of this class, and then I said print iteration completed. I just copy it from the upper one. Okay, so print iteration completed and then dash dash. Right. So what I said is, if I is equals to 3, we don't know what to do. And let's see. So we said student of this class iteration completed. Student of this class iteration completed. Let me write here I as well. So what I'll be writing, first student of this class, 0 student of this class, and so on. 0 student 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into 3, this is just written iteration completed. No 3 student of this class, because it is written pass. It doesn't fall under this one. What if I write here break? Then what will happen? 0, 1, 2 will be same. 3 and consequently others will be stopped. So only 0 and 1 and 2. And what if I write here continue? So 0, 1, 2 will be perfectly fine. Whenever this continue will be executed for 3, it will skip this loop and move to the next iteration. And then 4, 5, 6. Just see this. So 0, 1, 2 and then 4, 5. Not even 6, because our range was still 6 only. So it will go from 0 to 5. So 3 is not there. So continue means basically skipping out that particular iteration. So now other things into this iteration has even not been called, this whole stuff. Okay, and so is this thing particularly clear to all of you? What is print, pass, what is break, what is continue?
In break, in this
Yes.
this thing script, like
Yeah.
when you use break, it will go 0, 1, 2, and after 3 it will not continue. It stop there itself.
After and including 3. So 3 and after 3 it will not continue.
But it is not shown 3, in the output.
Yeah, it will not even show 3. So I said that 3 and after that it will not work. So even 3 will not work.
Okay.
Okay. So continue means that only and only 3 will be skipped to the next one. Is that clear, Sanjay?
Now, why in continue, why it is skipping 3? Because we are saying continue, here.
So we are saying continue into 3. So continue means leave this iteration and continue to the next one. So this whole stuff will be skipped for this iteration, and then next iteration would keep on going.
Continue means
Skipping this particular iteration, and so whatever has been printed for this iteration is perfectly fine. So this iteration would be skipped, and then next iteration should be continued. Continue the loop but skip this iteration. This is what the meaning of continue is. Fine. Tanvi, is it clear? Saurav, is this clear?
Yes.
Just explain about pass once again. I'm just having it's scenario based, like any house that
Okay,
was pass.
I'll explain for all the stuff again. For that, I'm taking one example which into which we'll be talking about list, and you don't know much about list, so don't worry for the part and don't focus on what is list. So I named a list with X, and I gave the value to be all the people right here in this group. So I gave Harsh, Sanjay, Saurav, Tanvi. Shankar. Okay. Now what I'm saying is for name in X. Don't focus on the syntax as of now. Just leave the syntax part. What I'm saying is print name. Sorry, not in the print name. And then what I'm saying, if name is equals to sort of, then we need to do something we don't know about. Okay. And then at last I'm just saying student iteration completed, and then at last I'm just copy pasting this particular stuff, this line. Okay, let's see what does it look like. Something wrong? Okay, name is in small, my bad. So Harsh, student iteration completed, Sanjay, Saurav, Tanvi, Shankar, and all of that. Now what do I want? That let's take it for Harsh on, and I just kept my name from this point to somewhat like here. Okay. So what we need to do for Harsh, I don't know, and rest of the things are perfectly clear. So it said Sanjay, student iteration completed, Saurav, Tanvi, Harsh, Shankar. Okay, so we need to write something like here. We forgot. Now if I say break, that means whenever this Harsh would be came, so it will be printing name, and just at this moment of time, this entire loop will be breaked off. Let's see. And in order to display the break part, I am writing here a message. Everything completed. Okay, if I remove this break and take it to pass again, just see. So this everything completed will be executed in the last. Okay, you can see in the last. Now I can make it more clear to you by writing here some backslash t. Okay, so you can see everything completed somewhat in the center. Now let's see, instead of pass, let's make it break. So it will go perfectly well for Sanjay, Saurav, Tanvi, and for Harsh it will only print name, but this thing will not be printed, and subsequently for Shankar anything will not be printed. See, Sanjay student iteration completed, Saurav student iteration completed, Tanvi iteration completed, Harsh nothing else, and then at last this entire loop is completed. Okay, because this thing will be breaked off for Shankar and for Harsh as well. Okay, so only this part is working. Now what if I say continue? So that means for particular this Harsh value, this student iteration completed will not come into picture. So Sanjay, Saurav, Tanvi, and this Harsh, and just after that Shankar student iteration completed. But what I want to do is, instead of this, I want to customize this to this one. So I'll just show you why this particular thing can be used, where it can be used. So instead of student, I'll write here. Okay, so for all others it's saying student iteration completed, and for Harsh it's saying trainer iteration completed. Continuing to the other one, and then Shankar student iteration completed, and then everything completed. This is where it comes into picture. Right, Sanjay, Tanvi, Saurabh, all of you are clear with this particular stuff?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I hope this will be enough for today's part. Now I'll be going to discuss about some of the exercises you need to do at your home, and I don't know how you will be doing that. Whatever doubt you would be having, you can ask me. You need to spare the time. Nothing would be, no sort of excuse would be there that I didn't get time or so. Okay, you need to
ओके
spare the
ओके सर
time to
सर
anyhow.
आपने
Yeah.
जो भी फाइल्स भेजी हैं स्काइप पे व्हाट्सएप पे वो ओपन नहीं हो रही
Okay.
वो किसी
Are
तरह
others
से भी
not
ओपन नहीं
able
हो
to
रही
open that?
पता ही नहीं चल रहा कुछ
So it is just a TY file. Save it in Notepad. Open it in Notepad.
सर नोटपैड मैं फोन में खोलता हूँ फोन में नोटपैड जो होता है वो तो लिखने के लिए आता है ऐसे
How
व्यूअर नहीं है कोई भी
how can you open Python file in phone?
In phone
Are
it is
others
not.
able to open that? Sanjay, are you able to open that?
In phone it is not possible.
Yeah, obviously. Like Python file, if you want to work on Python file on phone, you need to have some Python editor with it.
Yeah, you can send it to email and then you can open it.
No, you can even
Okay.
turn on your Skype on your desktop or laptop.
Yeah.
Skype is very perfectly enabled for desktop, laptop stuff.
Okay, I
Okay,
will open in laptop.
so let's talk about module 5. So module 5 is something which you need to make by your own. Okay, so let's talking about the basic pattern. So what all the basic patterns you need to make, I'll just take a note, I'll just make it in VS Code. And I'll share this file with you as well. So I'll say save it firstly as exercise mod 5, and this is a txt not py. So that's a txt file. Your first exercise is you
So
need to make something like,
module 5 is fully exercise.
sorry,
Module 5 is exercise only.
model 5 is completely exercise. You need
Okay.
to make this pattern wherein this height would be given by user. So suppose n is equals to 6, you need to make this. Okay, so if I'll give 2, it should be like this only. If I'll give 5, it should be this only. This is what you need to make first exercise. Then the second exercise is again suppose it is let's take it, sorry, wait, suppose it is 4. So your exercise 2 is to make something like this. Make it this one. Okay, your exercise 3 is what you need to make. Your exercise 4 is,
But this is the for pattern, am I right?
yeah, this is pattern, and this will be implemented with for loop and if condition and so. Okay, so with a mixture of for loop and if condition, this will be going on. So these are your 4 5 basic exercises. Okay, you can make one more.
Like for pattern, can you just give a clue? Because I think pattern
Okay, so
within.
instead of printing Sanjay, you just need to print a star. That is it. That is the biggest clue. So instead of name, you are printing star. For how many times and into rows and columns, that you need to fiddle out with. Okay, don't worry. Our next class will be discussion onto this only, but you need to come up with something. Then
Okay.
only we would be able to discuss your doubts now. So wherever, whichever time you will be having doubt, you can ask. Once done, so let's go for next exercises, advanced pattern. So this was basic pattern till now. Some noise is coming up from someone's part. Please take care of that. So into advanced pattern, what you need to make is, for n is equals to 4. Okay, next advanced pattern. Okay, next advanced pattern. This is what you need to make. Okay, let's make all the stars here. something like this. Need not to worry about that, what is going on, how would we make that, and all of that. We will be making it, don't worry for that part. This is the ninth one, and the 10. Okay, let's take it 9 only, so enough for advanced pattern. Choice based operation, you need to make something like a calculator, which you have already made. Now user control panel is something you need to make a calculator working for 5 times. So user control panel, a calculator which will work for, firstly user will say how many iterations. I'll just give you the input part. So user will say how many iterations, and let's suppose this is x. Then user will give, then you need to call the calculator function for x times. And your calculator function, what is that calculator function looks like? Not the function, you can take it anyways. Function we haven't discussed it. So what will be there in your calculator function? You need to give n1, n2 operator, and then belonging to that you need to give the result. Okay, and you need to do it x times. This is what you need to make as of now, and then we will talk about the further part. So I'll just share it with you. Just give time to this. It will take a lot of time to implement it. You can start with the basic pattern. Once done with the basic pattern, you can go for the advanced pattern. The things will work, but it will take time. So you need to be consistent on your programming. You need to be consistent on your logic. It will work for you. So we have 10 exercises. The last one is a user control panel. First 4 are basic patterns. Wait, I'll just check and tell you. Yeah, first 5 are basic patterns, and 6, 7, 8, 9 are advanced patterns. Fair enough?
Yep.
So how many days you have? You have basically 2 days to you.
Yeah.
Okay, and rather including today's days as well, so you have 3 days, because our next class will be going to happen in Tuesday. So you have today's entire day, tomorrow's entire day, and the next day's entire day. 3 days to work on this, and this should be in some consistent result. Okay, so
Okay.
see you then in the next class. Any doubt, any queries, you can ask me right there on WhatsApp, and then we'll be moving on and discuss about the other things about this pattern first module, this particular module, which is module number 5,
How
into the
many
next
modules
class.
we left out?
So there are, I guess, 9 modules into this.
Okay.
Yeah, and then later on are add-ons. So basically there are 9 modules, into which the 6th and 7th is the biggest one, and it is the most important one as well. Next to loop and condition, this is the one which need to be taken care. Okay, and package and function will not take much of time. File and string will not take much of time. Like these module number 8 and 9 will be covered in one day as well. But module 6 and 7 will take 2 or 3 classes. So don't worry on that part. That's my part to manage all of that. And we'll see you then in the next class. Take care. Bye bye. Have a great day. Yeah. Bye.